Refugee came to Hong Kong because of first reason is war. They came from war country. And second reason is because they have been persecuted, it means they have been violated, their human rights have been violated. And many of these people, refugees, they were living a very nice social life in their home country. Some of them were doctors, journalists, teachers, farmers, drivers, who were living their daily life normally. When war comes over, they got to flee and abandon their career and abandon their future. And the condition in Hong Kong is quite really difficult in terms that they have no right to work and they receive quite a very little subsidies from the government. And that makes their life a bit difficult because they have to live on those subsidies in order to care for their daily expenditures like their house rent, their money for food, and even transportation around Hong Kong. And secondly, they don't have the basic human rights that every other citizens or resident of Hong Kong experience, especially the right to travel in and out of Hong Kong. It means that they can only remain in Hong Kong. They can't move out of Hong Kong and they cannot come into Hong Kong once they are in Hong Kong. And that kids sometimes go to school. The government will provide some kind of subsidies for their kids to go to school, but they don't have transportation to go to school. So they have to struggle to find ways to take their kid to school and back, and that makes it quite very difficult for them. Now, the policy in Hong Kong is quite very challenging because not all policies are in favor of refugees. Some policies are making the process of refugees very complicated. Sometimes, let's say a refugee put in an application for a claim, it takes a very, very long time for the immigration to go through those claims over the years. Let's say it can take about like 6-7 years just to assess a claim. And during that 6-7 years, a refugee cannot do anything. You just have to sit down and wait until the immigration will come out with the final result, whether they can accept your case or reject your case. So during that 6 years of waiting, it makes it very, very difficult for refugees psychologically because they cannot plan for their future because they don't know how the outcome will be for their cases. So that makes life a bit very difficult when it comes to the policies and the stereotype now. For the stereotype area, many people don't understand refugees in Hong Kong. Many don't know about refugee situation. So they have a very, very negative connotations about refugees. They have very negative thought about refugees, and that makes it very difficult for refugees to integrate. Why? Because people don't like them. And people don't like them not because they don't care about them, because they don't like them based on a negative information passed over to them, maybe probably by those who don't like refugees. Now, when people don't like you in a country, what happens is that you find it difficult to communicate with them. You find it difficult to associate with them. That isolates you, and the more you're isolated, the more you become very, very vulnerable. Why are you become vulnerable when you're isolated? Because you don't have friends around you and you don't have people who can talk with, especially the local people. That is where most of their stress and burden are coming from.